Brenda Houston. I'm going to do a speech for you today on food preservation. It's Memorial Day weekend. School is out for the summer. Kids are excited. We're running home, got all kinds of plans. Lo and behold, Mom and Dad have other plans. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yes, it's the weekend for planting a garden. Time to get the fruits and vegetables in so we can have a good winter harvest and supplies on the shelves for eating. Today I want to talk to you about food preservation. There's a lot of debate on pickling, canning, and dehydration, and whether it is safe for you. But myself, being raised on pickled, canned, and dehydrated foods, I can attest it is safe. It is safe for you for eating and can be very nutritional at times. Let's start with pickling. Many of us eat pickles. We eat pickles on our hamburgers. We eat pickles just out of the jar. We eat pickles in salads. We eat pickles in relish. Whether it's pickled cucumbers, pickled beets, or even pickled eggs. See, nowadays anything can be pickled and preserved for use at a later time. In researching pickled foods, my opposition from www.eatingwell.com states, pickling alters the taste and adds high sodium content to our foods because it's soaked in various solutions that preserve them for long periods of time. They go on to state, if the taste is altered, then how can it be possible consideration for a substitute for fresh ingredients? My view says, foods I have planted, watered with good well water, and harvested fresh will be preserved longer than it can be eaten fresh. I can use these items as a unique flavor to different meals that might otherwise be boring. Yes, the opposing team also states pickle juice can be high in sodium and may cause high blood pressure. Well, it's just like anything. I think you need to eat pickles in moderation, just as you would any other food high in sodium. My view says pickled juice can be used to facilitate hydration and can be used to decrease muscle cramps caused by heat. This was also stated in Eating Well Home Preservation Methods that was updated March 17, 2016. Personally, pickles have always been a go-to at our house, whether it's in between meals, whether it's stealing one off the table as Mom's making dinner. It's a healthy snack. If I'm hungry in between meals, I can go to the fridge and grab a pickled cucumber. I feel that is better nutritionally for me than a bag of potato chips in the cupboard next door. So we say pickles are high in sodium. Are chips high in sodium? Are chips high in carbohydrates? Are chips high in fats? So much better nutritionally to eat a pickle, again, in moderation. And what is better than a Thanksgiving dinner than a relish tray, where you've got homemade cucumbers pickled, you've got pickled beets, you even have bread and butter pickles, a little sweeter pickle. And then the conversation always comes up, oh, you must have had a good garden. And then we compare. How much more did you pickle than what Aunt Betty did? Such a good treat to have pickles. The next topic of discussion that I want to talk to you today about is canning. Canning is a little bit more scarier than pickling because you use a pressure canner, but it's used to preserve garden produce and share it with family and friends at a later date. My opposing team argues, even if done safely, seals break, causing spoilage, jars break, and canning is time consuming. As stated by the Centers of Disease and Control at www.cdc.com, and the opposing team, botulism is rare but serious illness caused by germs. A germ called Clostridium botulinum. The germ is found in soil and can survive, grow, and produce toxin even in sealed foods. The toxin can affect your nerves, paralyze you, and can even cause death. My view says, as stated by the CDC, there were 210 outbreaks of foodborne botulism reported from 1996 to 2014 in the United States. Of the 145 outbreaks that were caused by home-prepared foods, 43 outbreaks, or 30%, were from home-canned vegetables. These outbreaks often occur because home canners did not follow canning instructions, did not use pressure canners, ignore signs of food spoilage, or were just unaware of the specifics on what it takes to can and the risks of improperly canned vegetables. Just like any other hobby, you have to be extremely careful and pay attention to what you are doing. Make sure you follow specific directions. Follow the cooking guides, as we know whether you're canning with a quart jar or a pint jar, whether you're canning beans or whether you're canning squash. The temperatures are different, the heat is different, and the amount of processing time is different. So properly canning can be a good start. My source stated, deliciously.com, that the shelf life of the canned fruit and vegetables can be 1 to 2 years. And they do also suggest that when you go to take that jar off the shelf, if the lid is bulged, beware. If the seal is broken, you don't want to eat it. Smell it. If it doesn't smell right once you open it, you need to throw it out. Today, what difference is that than going and buying groceries for the week, and come Thursday when you want to go make a lettuce salad and you pull out that cauliflower or broccoli, open the bag, and it smells rancid. Naturally, what do? We throw it out. The last type of food preservation I want to discuss with you today is dehydration. Removing water from food and thereby inhibiting bacterial growth in food is a method of food preservation known as drying. This method has been around since ancient times. Today you can get a solar or an electric food dehydrator and used to speed up the dehydrating process. This food doesn't taste, my opposition says the food doesn't taste the same as fresh food. I, on the other hand, say the food it's dried. If you store it in a stored place, dry container, it'll last indefinitely. And what is better than a long night at the computer or a movie that you want to watch and you all of a sudden have a craving for a sweet snack than to grab a dehydrated banana chip. You've got that sweet taste with a healthy banana. And again, store them in airtight containers and they'll last forever. So as you have heard me say, no one type of food preservation is best for every situation. However, by knowing the advantages and disadvantages of the various types of food preservation, it is right for our current situation. Perhaps you will start by trying to simply grow your own food, to eat fresh fruit, and that's fine. But when you find yourself with an overabundance of the same type of food, know you always have an option. There are certain types of food preservation you can do to preserve your food and eat it at a later date. Thank you.